Assalamualaikum and good morning to Dr. Dewi. This group will be present about independent variable of Texas Chicken, which is variety of chicken flavor, technology integration, and social media present. This member of our For the first slide, I will be explaining about introduction. Before we start, let me introduce myself. My name is Farhani Binti Muhammad Farid, with message number 241220747. For the introduction, our heritage, spirit, and origin are authentically Texas. Our brand was first brought to life San Antonio, Texas, across from the Aloma in 1952. We live and believe the way being true to our authentic heritage, the Texas way, with the legendary handcrafted made big bold flavor and unique memorable experience for our guests. As Message Texas Chicken, we deliver authentic tradition, bold taste, and straightforward consistent food that you can be trust. The objective of me doing this is to evaluate the different type of chicken flavor offered by the Texas outlet and examine the range of the topping available and their popularity among the customer. Other than to investigate how technology is integrated into Texas outlet, such as ordering system, customer service enhancement, and in-store tech feature. The last one is to access customer interaction engagement with social media content, including promotion, advertisement, and managing to present the activity of Texas outlet on the major social media platform. The second one is methodology. Methodology means the set of technique or process employed in a certain field of study or activity is referred to as methodology. It describes the technique, guideline, and method used to carry out research or accomplish particular objectives. Methodology that we have been used is research design, data collection method, sample tools, and analysis. The next slide is demographic respondent, which is show about pie chart according to age, gender, race, and occupation. The next slide is a standard deviation, minimum and maximum value, including t-test. The diagram is show the mean is the average response for each question. Is indicate the overall respondent sentiment. For example, a mean of 3.15 on the I-5 scale suggests a nature or moderately positively respond. The median is the median value in the order data set. It represents the midpoint of the response useful when extreme value might skew the mean. The mode is the most frequent response indicate the most common answer. The standard deviation measures the split of a response around the mean. A low value indicates consistent response, while a high value suggests varying opinion. For example, a standard variation of 1.315 implies moderate variation in response. The minimum and maximum value represent the lowest and the higher response respectively. They indicate the range of response and whether respondent tends toward extreme or moderated answer.
Next is about description of normality test. According to Part A, the results indicate a high level of statistical significance for question related to the importance of flavor in product selection and the quality of the current flavor variety. This suggests that flavor is a critical factor driving consumer decisions. For Part B, is explained a position of a statistical table, likely from a survey analyzing customer experience with self-ordering kiosk and mobile app. The data demonstrates strong statistical significance for positive perceptions of these technologies. Respondents believe they reduce wait times and expedite the ordering process compared to traditional counter service. For Part C, the data demonstrates strong statistical significance regarding the belief that social media marketing is important. It also shows strong statistical significance for the belief that social media is crucial for product promotion. Respondents highly value social media platforms as tools for increasing brand visibility and attracting customers' attention. Description of Pearson correlation. The data from Part A indicates that there is a strong positive correlation between the preference for a specific chicken flavor and the importance of flavor in choosing a product. However, the variety of flavors offered does not show significant relationship with these factors. In Part B, the ease of using self-ordering kiosks or mobile app positively correlates with reducing wait times. Similarly, using technology is strongly linked to making the ordering process faster compared to the counter. In Part C, the table presents a correlation analysis between various aspects of social media presence and marketing strategies. It shows a negative correlation between the importance of social media for promotion and the platform customer use for research. Next is Cranbridge Alpha. According to reliability statistics, Cranbridge Alpha got 0.665. This value represents the internal consistency reliability of the scale used in the study. Valid case we got 36.9, and the last one we got excluded case, which is 6.31, and the total is 100.
The regression model demonstrates a moderate correlation between the predictors and age, explaining approximately 39.3% of the age variation. The model's overall significance is confirmed by the ANOVA table. However, limitations exist, including potential sample size issues and the possibility of omitted variables. The normal p-plot reveals potential non-normality in the residual, which could affect the validity of certain statistical tests. This analysis explores how consumer behaviors and opinions, such as self-ordering preference and social media use, relate to an individual gender. While the model shows more statistical significance, it only explains a small portion for the difference in gender, suggesting other factors are more important. The plot examining the model residual shows some deviation from the expected pattern, which the regression model explains approximately 37% of the variation in the dependent variable, indicating that it can account for about 37% of the change observed in the outcome. However, the adjusted R-squared value suggests that the model may be overly complex, potentially fitting noise in the data rather than the actual underlying relationship. The analysis of the residual reveals potential issues with the data distribution, which could impact the reliability of a certain statistical test and the accuracy of the model's prediction. The regression model explains only 18.7% of the variance in the dependent variables occupation. This means that the model can only account for a small portion of the difference we observe in people occupation. The p-plot, which assesses the normality of the residuals, reveals deviation from the expected pattern. This suggests that here residual, which represent the difference between the actual values and the predicted values. The collinearity diagnostic tables have assessed model stability. High variance proportion and low engine values can indicate unstable coefficient, meaning small change in the data could significantly alter the model's prediction. The coefficient table provides detail on the regression model, including coefficient, t-statistic, and p-value to assess the significance of each predictor. The first table likely presents results from a dimensional prediction technique, such as principal component analysis, applied to the predicted variable in the regression model, where age is the dependent variable. Height variance proportion for a particular dimension suggests strong correlation between the corresponding predicted variables, indicating potential collinearity issues